dog used to bark and everything. Maybe I'll quit so I can talk and you can understand what I'm saying. This is a twin cylinder. It's a 19.5 horsepower motor, Briggs Stratton, put out by Sears and Roebuck, and it's got 30 years of wear on it, and there's no clearance between these valves. This is one valve that I'm working on, because it's got one on the other side. It's a twin cylinder. So anyway, you got to take the heads off to get the valves out, to change them out or whatever. And so I said, well, maybe I can just take this file and put it in between the valve stem and the keeper that comes off the cam. So I took a screwdriver right here and I prized it back and give me enough clearance to get this file. It's a good file. I put it in there, and so I pulled it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. And I could see it was cutting a little bit. And I said, well, I'm gonna just try that and see what it does. And so I took the file out, went ahead and just left this cover off, because I didn't know if I was gonna go back or what. So I said, if it's cranked up, it ain't wasting a little bit of oil. So I went ahead and took the file out and touched the starter, and it cranked up. I said, wow. So it did do some good, but you might work on yours and it might not do no good at all. But you gotta have a good file. Remember, that file's got to be good so it'll cut, because this is some tough stuff you trying to file with a file. So give it a try. And I'm not going to take the heads off. I don't do nothing to this. As long as the thing cranking up like it is now, I ain't even going to mess with the other one on the other side over there. So, but it's working good enough for it to crank up. That's what I want to do. If it'll cut grass, I ain't going to touch that motor. I'm going to just keep on cutting it. But I just want to let y'all know, it might work for you, might not. But it's just a little something I'll come up with to see if I could adjust this valve without spending a lot of money, a lot of work, and all that stuff in it. So give it a try, fellas. Might be glad you did.